Welcome back to my channel, and by welcome back, I'm talking to me because I forgot that I had a YouTube channel. I moved barns in like October. I made a little video that was up for maybe 5 whole minutes, and then I took it down. So if you saw that, you'll know that this is a different barn. Let's go back to why I left the barn that I was originally at. It was an hour away from work, and there were some other things that were going on, and I was like, you know what, now might be the time to move from closer to home, and I did. And that barn was 8 minutes away, and it was super cute, but it did not work out at all. So I moved here, literally not, I think it was a week that I was at that other barn. Long story short, I had to keep Winston in a stall pretty much the entire week and get up at 5 in the morning just to hand graze him for 2 hours. And then my mom would have to, sorry, there's a thing, I haven't vlogged in a long time. There's this little leveler thing that I keep looking at. Anyway, my mom would have to take off work or take an extra long lunch just to hand graze him midday. And then I'd get off work and hand graze him literally until the sun came down. And then he'd have to go back in a stall. Reason for that is because one of the 2 other horses hated him. And it was just one big pasture, and the landowner wasn't really into me blocking off a section of the pasture. It was big enough to, I don't know, not my property, obviously not my problem anymore. And then I had my eye on this barn when I originally moved Winston, and they were full at the time. I was kind of looking around at some other places, and there was another barn that I really, really liked, but this place happened to open up first. The previous barn manager I knew through back when I used to show Johnston County, and I loved her. And when I moved, they were actually in the middle of switching ownership. So the people who have run this barn do not own the property. That's a different person, but they rent the barn and they do stuff out of it. But the new manager, I've literally become best friends with her. I love her so much, to the point where I'm picking up her horse's grain while she's out of town. And I'm watching the barn this weekend. This is my 3rd day watching the barn, and everybody's super easy. I really, really do like it here. I dragged, you can't really see it, but the arena's right there. But I dragged the arena for the first time yesterday, and I didn't do that bad. Kind of proud of myself. Yeah, let me stop yapping and get this feed in there and go catch Winnie, and you can watch us ride, hopefully, if I can get my phone set up in the arena.
It's a 16 buff in the dark. It's a 16 buff in the dark.
I wanted to pop in really quick and talk about Winnie's coat. He is sun bleached a little bit. He's also still shedding. And if you notice on his shoulders, there's little black spots. Those are actually blanket rubs that the hair grew back in black. So I think I'm going to actually get him body clipped. I have somebody hopefully coming out next weekend, so this will be a new experience for us because I've never body clipped. I've never watched anybody get body clipped. So hopefully things will come out good, and maybe I'll make a video. So at this point, my phone was dying and I wanted to make sure I still filmed feeding and everything. So to save my phone battery, I only filmed going up to the pastures, not going in and checking waters and doing all the things that I did there. But I feel like you kind of get the gist of it. I mean, everybody knows what it looks like to see grain being dumped and water troughs being filled. So I feel like you're not really missing out on much.
It's a 16 buff in the dark. It's a 16 buff in the dark.
So apparently I did film feeding the last horse at the barn. This is Layla. And all the way in that far corner is how far I have to walk to some of these water troughs. But yeah, this is essentially my new barn and feeding. And like the rest of the video is pretty much me setting up hay and feed for the morning. So subscribe. I don't know when I'm going to be making another video, but if you subscribe, maybe you'll see another one. No promises.